Hello beautiful Capricorn souls, and welcome to your monthly forecast. I'm Tracey, your intuitive life coach, here to help you navigate the energies for the month ahead. We are looking at activated April with Mercury Retrograde, eclipse portals. We're bound to be triggered this month, and those triggers will activate a human response within all of us that will enable us to reflect, grow and evolve. So trust you where you need to be. Surrender any judgment. Be gentle on yourself. Expect nothing and be open to everything. For those of you Capricorns who are new, welcome. For those who have come back, welcome back. Laugh with me or at me. I have been tripping over my words all day. Mercury Retrograde is here to stay throughout all of my readings today. So we will get through this. Just bear with me as I trip over my tongue. So I will shuffle the cards as I read through the collective energy, but the cards will be for you, Capricorn. So on the first, we have Mercury going into retrograde, often getting a bad rap, but it's actually a blessing in disguise, asking us to do the same as it is doing and slow down to reflect in order to redirect. Yes, it can play havoc with verbal or electronic communications, here we go, and travel plans, but do not fear. Trust you're being put where you need to be, seeing what you need to see and hearing what you need to hear. On the 8th, we have the solar eclipse new moon in Aries. This time in reflection, along with the eclipses, always reveal what we need to see, so you can expect your desired direction to be revealed. With the new moon energy, it's a perfect time to start something new, clean slate, new chapter, new doors, new opportunities, new possibilities. So plant those seeds of intentions, water them with love, nurture them with belief, and surrender them to the soil of the universe so that they may grow. Embrace your authentic truth. Honor your uniqueness. Break free of conformity or any perceived limitations to pursue your passions. And like the Aries ram with that new moon solar eclipse, charge ahead fearlessly, listening to your intuition, paying attention to your gut instincts, and trusting you will be led in the right direction. On the 19th, the sun moves from Aries into Taurus. While it was in fiery Aries, it's been asking us to strive for more, to charge ahead and take part in all that life has to offer and savor the joy of it all. As we move into earthly Taurus, we are being asked to reconnect with ourselves, to be grounded in our own energy. So reconnect to the relationship with yourself, come back to your heart, feel safe in your body, feel at home in your earthly reality, okay? I feel like for a lot of you, Cap, you're going through some sort of epiphany, aha moment, awakening. There's clarity for you this month. Looking at your cards, I'm digressing. Get back to the monthly collective, Tracey. On the 23rd, we have the Scorpio full moon. Scorpio, water sign, expect your emotions to be elevated. This is a good thing. Full moons will shine light on whatever you need to address. So whatever is triggered, you're being asked to activate the healing or the releasing or the forgiving or the celebrating, whatever needs to happen, whatever is triggered, allow yourself to truly feel into that. Acknowledge any fears and use them as fuel to feel into your manifestations and feed this new timeline for yourself. And then on the 25th, Mercury goes direct. Now we do have the shadow period for a little while, until May 13 in fact. So although it's going direct and coming out of retrograde, all that means is it's starting to move forward again. It's starting to speed up again. And we're being asked to do the same, to make decisions and move forward with confidence. Leaping out of our comfort zone, stepping out of conformity, leaping into our authenticity, no matter how that looks for us. This looks amazing for you. Wow. Get one more from the tarot, please. Last month, oh, that's interesting. I did not realize that until right now. Last month you had the third eye chakra with the card of insight, and it has popped back in for you this month. And your message was you have fresh insights into loving unconditionally. I feel like that unconditional love and that fresh insight and those aha moments have really allowed you to feel into and reawaken your love or your zest for life. Okay, insight, understanding, awakening, awareness, self-evaluation. You were already doing this last month, and you're being asked to continue doing that this month. And we had the eclipses. Eclipses reveal anything that was hidden, anything we need to see, put us where we need to be. So you have that insight. And then you get the card of reawaken. So this is awakening through insight. This is reawakening. You have been suppressing a part of yourself, and this card is granting you the opportunity to heal self-judgment or embrace any hidden aspects of your nature. The primary relationship you have with yourself was formed in infancy. Your relationship with your present self developed on that foundation and adjusted based on experience and observation of the wider world. Become aware of your inner child. Be willing to consciously communicate with the child that is within you. Listen to how your inner child feels. It is imperative to realize that others cannot meet your unfulfilled needs. Take responsibility for your happiness. It is up to you to satisfy your heart's desire. Work on healing any buried hurts you may have been carrying with you. You may be unaware of where your emotional pain stems from. This is a gentle prompt for you to determine the cause of your pain and, if necessary, seek guidance. On this card, a ray of sunlight a ray of sunlight on a resting fairy highlights the importance of inner healing. The wings of a fairy usually stand for liberation or freedom. The daisies that surround the fairy represent purity and innocence. This imagery is addressing the innocence that lies within you. The spider web in the foreground is symbolic of the choices you are making and the network of support available to you. Trust that deep healing is possible. You will be able to move on from this place once you let go of your hidden hurt. The message from the universe for you: you can't do the same thing over and over and expect a different result. Change comes from thinking thoughts you've never thought before and showing up to meet them down streets you've never walked before. Your inner child is bringing you insight into what you need to sit and reflect with, what you need to heal, what you need to see differently, do differently, think differently. You can't do the same thing over and over and expect a different result. This is something that stems back possibly to your childhood, that you have carried with you forever and ever and ever, and that inner child is always within us. So that little girl Cap, that little boy Cap, go in and connect with them. Change comes from thinking thoughts you've never thought before. Forgiveness, acceptance, compassion. And then showing up to meet those thoughts down streets you've never walked before. Looking at your life in a whole new perspective. When you heal your inner child, you heal yourself. I've had to do a lot of inner child healing myself. And one of the best ways you can do that is if you can pinpoint that pain point. For me, I was 7, something happened that I can never undo, but I carried it and I carried it and I carried it. So I sat with a 7-year-old photo of myself and I told that little girl, Tracey, that she was safe, she is safe, that she was believed, that it was not her fault, she did not ask for it. All of the things that that little girl, Tracey, needed to hear back then, I told her now, because she's in here and it helped me to heal. This is about reawakening the pain or picking the scab and letting it flow, letting it bleed, letting it heal once and for all. You can't keep doing the same thing over and over and expect a different result. Change your thought pattern, change the way you see things, change the way you feel about things. Surrender any stubbornness around it. Just because it's always been there doesn't mean it needs to be. Just because you've always felt this way about it doesn't mean you always need to. If you're tensing up or taking a rigid stance about something, gently observe yourself and become more yielding. This will help you communicate more lovingly with yourself and others. Surrender the stubbornness around whatever you're being given insight on this month. And for most of you, it will be an inner child wound. For some, it may be something that happened last year, last month, last week. But for majority of you, this is deep. This is deep. Look out for these 2 feathers. We have a duck feather and a dove feather. Find comfort and balance in simple ways, knowing you have support all around you. Now, what I love about a duck is it looks very calm and cool on the surface, but underneath it's paddling like crazy. This is something you think you've dealt with. You think you've dealt with it, but your inner child is paddling and just trying to keep afloat. So duck dive in and find comfort and balance in simple ways, let your inner child know that it is supported. And then feel and allow a deeper sense of peace to fill you now. Come to peace with whatever it is that you have not healed. Know that healing something, forgiving something doesn't mean you condone it, doesn't mean you agree with it, doesn't mean any of that. It means you set yourself free, which is this card here. You set yourself free, you turn your back, you head for new shores, new horizons. This is transition, change, releasing the baggage and moving on, leaving it behind, leaving the past in the past. The Wheel of Fortune is changing for you, my friend, but it can only change. You can't do the same thing over and over and expect a different result. Change comes from thinking thoughts you've never thought before and showing up to meet them down streets you've never walked before. And then lastly, we have the Lovers card, which used to be called the Choice. You can live a life filled with love and harmony and passion, purpose, peace. But you must choose. You must choose to shine insight and reawaken this wound so that you can truly heal it. There's been some really heavy readings this month, Capricorn, and you are another one. Duck dive down. Duck dive down and allow a deeper sense of peace to fill you. Be at peace with your past. Be yielding. Be gentle. Be accepting. So that you can embrace this change, this Wheel of Fortune. This is a beautiful card. Good luck, karma, life cycles, turning point, change. But this cannot start turning if you don't see things differently, think about things differently, dive deep. So much love, your intuitive life coach, Tracey. You've got this, I've got you, and the universe has got us. 2024 is opening the door to so much more. All you need to do is show up and walk down the streets you've never walked before. Open the doors you've never opened before.